Hello and welcome. My name is Trismegistus, and this is Factorio. We're playing Bob's Mods, and I have done a remembering because I know why I'm stood here. Let me just set my things up. The levels look a bit odd. Let's see if... Oh no, it's because it's doing the weird focus thing it does. Yeah, that should be okay. Let's pop that on there. Do that. Cool. Yes. So, welcome to the stream, etc., etc. I say the reason we are over here is to try and remind me that we need to boost up power. I did not get a chance to play this during the week. Well, I probably did technically, but I played Dyson Sphere Program instead. Did a bit of sort of grinding on that. But what we can do very simply is just extend the solar field because it's not going to be too much of a problem just to sort of add more on, really. What I'm thinking is I try and find somewhere I can put this like that and like that, and where's the next one there? Like that. And then I copy. There's a... I think there's an ice cream van outside because it's... either that or someone's playing ice cream style van music. I don't think we really need to extend this. So the accumulators don't really work quite the same way in this game because it's... they have... what should we call it? They have a ramp rate. So let's just add that in. I mean, that's quite a bit of it, you know, proportionally. That's like, I don't know, a third again, I guess? No, not quite that. Quarter again, maybe. So that should help out. Because basically, we're not actually like running out of power. The steam engines are sort of peaking, and we're having to do... The accumulators are kicking in. But what I did at some point, now I might have done this straight after the stream, I might have done it on the stream, but I did boost this up. I say I don't know whether I did that before or on the stream. Oh look, we've literally got none of that coming in. Okay, we need to basically transition across to our bus now. You know, we need to actually start using that. So if I just... So I'll add these in here. There's no point running out just yet, you know, so there's no great difficulty adding these in. Oh, well, there's a lacking power pole, but we can soon sort that. And I don't think I've got any of that belt. Let's just pop these in. Like this. Down here. Across there. Ooh. You've done a weird. You've done a weird. And then we need power poles on these. There we go. Yeah, so that gets us that. I did just want to check that they are all sort of running. Or at least, you know, they've got input materials sat waiting to go. Because say there's no point in us just killing it off just yet. Yeah, so they've all got input materials. But the plan really is to start using the bus properly. Well, I've got an inventory full of all sorts of stuff here. Okay. Because we've added in, you know, blue circuits. We've got plastic. Has that made it all the way down? It should have done, because I think we're using it, aren't we? There's a big gap in the blue circuits. I wonder if that was just where I was waiting for things, but because it looks pretty continuous here. Oh no, they have sort of stopped, don't they? I guess they're intermittent, because it's just a very slow build, but there doesn't actually appear to be a belt there, which is why that's not running. weird without lights on. I don't know why I didn't add some in. But let's pop a few lights in. Around and about. So it's a bit easier to see what's going on. And so I just completely missed them off. Just didn't put any lights in at all. For some reason. That there and that there. I don't know, one there and there. Don't need many, just a little smattering. Help me see what's going on. Like so, and then, I don't know, there and there maybe. See, just no lights on any of this. Oh, I don't know, one there and one there and one there maybe. And one there. Didn't put any lights on this either. Blimey. Oh, I've been a bit random there, haven't I? So, miss one, do one, miss one, do one. So, oops, there, and then the don't want it on that side or on that side. Opposite ones. Cool. That there and that there. That's got a light on it at least. This doesn't though. I don't think any of these have lights on, but that's fine. I'm not fussed about them having lights on. Okay. Yes, so. Let's say what we really want to do is get the whole bus thing up and running. I've forgotten where my car is. It is over by the thing. Yes, I did boost this up, as I say. I don't know whether I did. I might have done that literally immediately after the stream. But... I mean, with two real options. What I'd quite like to start playing with is modules, because we've not done a single thing with any modules. But we've got two options for building, really, at the moment, is extending science. Not sure about these train lines. I'm just going to build up here for the time being, but so, I mean, really we need to sort of cut a lot of that out, but this is kind of a key one because it's iron ore. But yeah, so we could do more science. But I don't fancy doing that. I fancy actually sort of building some things. Because we can get science up and running now. What I could do, just thinking about it, is I could nip over here and stop this science. Have we got every science here? We have. Because I'd rather it didn't drain resources out of here. Let's go and do that quickly then. Yeah, I'd rather it didn't drain resources out of there. For anything other than production stuff. Thinking about it. So if we just go and sort of take all this down. I quite like having all the, production things here, but we'll get rid of these. I'm not going to mess about with the... Oh, my fault. Oh, it's because there's not quite enough room, so it's not able to put them in before it puts them into the trash. Yeah, we'll pick these up. I didn't really need to bother doing that, did I? But whatever. Could just disconnect the inserters. But there you go. Right, yes, so we will head over. We'll head back. I'll make sure this train's not coming because we know it's loading up. There we go. That's better. In fact, should I just go and let's throw them science packs in these labs. Might as well. Put that in there. Put in there. Put in there. Because I want to restart science, basically. And what we can do is sort of fill this in. Like this. Oh, I've got some left. That's annoying. Oh. Oops. I thought Robobolt moved my car there. How's the train doing? Not moving yet. Okay, stop that. Yes, so let's have a look. Yeah, so I'd quite like to start messing about with modules, just because, you know, these all need modules and we've not done a single thing with them, but I think for the time being we'll probably just stick with, you know, building inserters and belts and things like that, the basic stuff. What I did want to check... Okay, so we're up to Express. So if we have a look at logistics, how many more have we got? So we've got 4, which requires titanium and electric circuit boards. Do these require... Okay, so they're the blue. We haven't got a single cobalt thing. So I have to decide how we're doing cobalt. Okay. So it's not really, it's sort of not really worth doing them, I guess. I mean, we have access to titanium, but I'm not processing it, I don't think, am I? Or am I? No, you see, we've got a couple that we haven't done yet. And isn't titanium a pinky one? Yeah, so we're not doing anything with titanium yet. Okay. What research does it actually need anyway? Oops. Logistics. So it needs the purple, pinky ones anyway, so we couldn't do it anyway. Okay. What about inserters? Long inserters 2. We could certainly do. And stack. That's a capacity bonus. Capacity bonus. More inserters. Turbo inserters. Oh, they start to get pink, do they? Okay. Ultimate insert. Ultimate. Okay. Let's do some of these then, just to get some research done. Ultimate. I'm hoping I can just take these power lines out. We shall soon see. Not sure, but I think I might be able to keep this top end connected. Because I think that's going up to the wall at the top. Okay. Stack inserter 2. Right then. So let's leave a little bit of a gap because I need to sort some stuff out basically. But if we assume we are going to... Well, that's a point. Would it be best to maybe make assembly machines first? Because they're not very complicated at all. Would that be under automation? Because there's bound to be another level or several. Yeah. Oh, crikey, up to 6. Wow. Well, those require the purple boards, but we could do that one. I haven't actually done automation 3. I have to do that one as well then. So let's leave that for the time being until we've done some actual research. And instead... where have I been aligning this? So this is you. So if we put that there. So we're starting the builds here. If I make some of them. And because they chain, I think, don't they? Is my memory. Because that's just iron plate, and then that requires a basic transport, an iron and tin, and that requires a transport and bronze and steel, and that requires a fast an aluminium and cobalt. So it's a sort of a chainy thing. But we're going to have to feed some of these in because, say, I'm not even making any cobalt. So how do... Oh. Cobalt steel plate. How do I make cobalt then? Is that not research I've got? No, I've done cobalt. So you need cobalt plates, which is cobalt oxide. Oh, it's from copper. No, it isn't. Yes, it is. Oh, it's a different... Oh, wow, okay. Ah, so that's a use for sulfuric acid. Ah. Because that was the... Wasn't that one of our problematic ingredients over here? Obviously we got that stuff. But yeah, we got sulfuric acid. Ha ha ha. So if I can get... Oh, there's copper up there. Okay. So for the time being, we'll assume at some point I'm going to go and add cobalt in to there. Okay. But yes, you know, we need to make that one in order to make... Should I put them in chests? I think I should probably do some chests. In order to make that one. In order to make that one. In order to make, you know, that one. Bring this up. And we'll use, as I say, we'll use like storage chests. Put them in. And then we know there's 2 more levels that we can't yet make. I think probably if I move this up, and then if I try and make the like extra things on the side, and I can also side feed them. So if I do... Are my bots on? My bots are not on. So in other words, because this needs iron plate, but then it also needs gears. Gears would be in the normal stuff, wouldn't they, rather than the others? So we have iron plate coming up there, and we basically do a, you know, undergroundy magic. Well, I think we're about to get the option to... in fact, do I need iron plate for any of them? Because I think steel I need for the next one. What was I going to do? Was I going to do another inserter? So that's a bonus, and that's a bonus. That requires logistics 4. But what we need to do is automation, really, I think. Let's chug through as many of them as we can. Yes, and so that can be the gears that feed into there. And what I'm wondering is if I can also feed that across, because I can't remember whether these... Oh, it does need a basic transport belt. Oh, and that needs a basic transport belt as well. That's annoying. Okay. So we'll have to put these on the sides then, I guess. And have them feed up the same way, because I don't... Or, I mean, potentially I could... So if that's that one... It doesn't need belt, does it? No, it needs the upgrade of the previous level. What about you? So if you're making bing bong bing, if you're making them, no, you see. So I think it might be better then if they have a separate dedicated production of the basic whatchamacallits. Probably need a bit more space than that, don't I? So basically there's a separate one of them which feeds into that and that. I confused myself. That was no. That should be that one. Let's add this one in as well. I probably already templated these, but there you go. Right, yeah, and that feeds them, and then that's a chain going up there separately. Okay, so what I think we're going to need is a little production area at the bottom, because this needs more iron gear wheels and this needs iron gear wheels. So if I just put a little production area, in fact that needs to be one further apart, unless I side load it. So if this is making iron gear wheels, how many, oh, wrong thing. How many do both actually need? So short machine. But how many belts worth is it? So if it's just a basic transport, yeah, a regular transport belt, single machine is, so we would need half a belt of iron plate, but that's to feed both of them. Okay, so we could side load it. Bing bong bing. Do we do the next one? Let's do it, but so is that right? We need 0.7 of a belt though. That is too much though, isn't it? I would have half a belt, half a machine spare. But then I don't think that's gonna, oh no, it's 1-to-1. Shows that. Oh, of course. Hey, trying to look for a recipe that's not there. And what about you? Oh, so that, okay. So you need 5 ah, okay. Oh. 0.25, okay. So, if I was to have this one here, and then, I mean, we don't really need, it's still short, but only half a machine short. Gonna need a lot of iron gear wheels, aren't we? Because that needs them as well. Oh no, that's saying that's, alright, that needs them as well, doesn't it? So now we're 2 machines short. So so if that's those ones and those ones, oops, and those ones, Is that all 1 to 1 to 1 to 1? Half a machine extra of that. That's a bit weird. So we might be able to like have them made that way. And that might balance it out a little better. And what about you? If I make you with those, because that's 1 to 1? Yeah. Oops. So if that's then making the yellow undergrounds, reds and blues. So they're 1 to 1. Yeah, that's still slightly too fast, but that's fine. And that's 1 to 1. Okay. We'll have to do a bit of squeezing in, I think, because it's not quite going to work. What I could do is have this here. Like that, sort of offset it. Gives me a bit more room on the sides, but then I can't feed that in. No, that's not going to work. Okay. Okay, never mind. So this will be directly feeding across, you see, and that one's there, and that one's there. But this one needs gear wheels, this one needs gear wheels, that doesn't need gear wheels. Okay. That's good then. Do you need gear wheels? You do. You do. But then you stop needing iron and you start needing steel. So, potentially, underground that to there. 10 basic iron gear wheels. Gear wheels, yeah. Do like this. Oh. But I'm not sure that's not too many. Oh, you need it as well, don't you? Yeah. I think that's probably too much to sustain on a belt. Yeah, so we're way down by 6.5 of these. And in terms of belts, full belt of that, a full belt of that, basically. Okay. So, why don't we use red belt? How much red belt have I got / can I make? Because if we make all of this red belt, alright, oh, attacks are happening. There you go, there's your plasma. Doing what plasma does. Solving problems. Let's try that again. Oh, well, so I added 3 in. What? Okay. So it ends up being a full belt of... So, if we're doing fast, half, and it's still 0.7 of a belt, okay. Because it's 1.4, because, yeah, okay. Oh, I picked them up rather than... Okay. I'm just thinking maybe I move this down here, so... Maybe I just have a big iron gear wheel And then eventually, you know, steel gear wheel sort of production bit here. So not there. 1, 2, 3. That just simplifies it a little bit. Because what do you still need? You don't need any. You just need gear wheels, but these also need iron plate. Do you need iron plate? No. So they need iron plate. So we can have that as a feed-in, you know, as well. So that's from the bus. Now you're fine with just that, but you then need wood and copper cables. And you also need wood, but you need stone. Okay. So it's that one that needs copper cables. That's annoying. That's annoying. Because I could put wood on... Wood and stone. Bizarre. Bizarre. That one needs iron gear wheels. Ah, okay. So this is our gear wheels. Let's do what I usually do. That'll be a reverse flow. I'll put it there. Probably a bit risky, but let's move it up now. So that's iron gear wheels coming in. This could be iron plate. Do you need iron plate? No, you need tin plate. Tin plate. Tin plate. No iron plate. Okay. So this can just be coming off the bus. What have I been doing if I just put this like that to give us a little spacery thing? So that's the iron plate coming in. Oh, that's annoying. Oh, there we go. That's better. And that's the iron plate coming in there. And then... So you need to pick up from further away. Oh, that looks like I've now... Did I do that research then? So they've now got a super long reach on them. So I could use that for the copper cable. And drop off further away. No. Why have you gone backwards? Oh, there we go. That confused me. That, and I've not done my thing with the spacing, so do that. Like that. Pop you there. Wait, what have I done? What am I do? Right. Okay. So this is just iron plate coming up here. I need to not forget that this is just literally one lane of iron plate coming in. Because we'll soon burn through that. Okay, so that's our iron plate. So this also needs stone and the things. Sorry, wood and stone. So we can bring those in. Got my little spacer. So we can have the wood and the stone here. Together. Because that only needs wood, but this also needs stone. And then we've got everything there. Got gear wheels. And then I got a bit of copper in there as well. So we could just literally have... I don't know if it would work, would it? Can you reach all the way across there? No. But... we can use an underground. Oops. Oops. To reach across. Crikey. That's a bit weird. 'Tis weird. Yeah, and we need copper coming in here. How much does that actually need? No, that's fine then. That's perfect. That might need to be a fast one, mightn't it? Okay, so this needs to be copper. Oops. Which is there. Copper. And now we need to hook these up to stone and wood. Let's do... wood there. Like that. And then stone here. Oh. Because I've not got a lot of these set, I could get rid of things like, we don't need well, I might need chemical plants, but we don't need them. We don't need them. We should probably make sure we've got the electric chemical metal mixing. Okay. The metal Mickey. We have got metal Mickey. I am pleased. I could probably... no, let's leave the rest of it for now. But yeah, we don't need the... oops. You know, pump jacks. Right. So. And splitter. So, this needs to be them. I could make it a requester now, couldn't I? Because I don't think we're going to use any white stuff at all. So this becomes a request for... no, it doesn't. Yes, it does. Request for them. Just like... well, let's just put it on 100 because it's still making them, isn't it? So we don't really want it just filling this chest by making them. So that would be them. We'll put that on, say, 200. And then that'll be these. I'll put that on, say, 400 for now. So I'll fill all of that in. That'll get them. I need to put all logic on these, but I won't do it for just right now. But I will set the filters. And etc. Because none of it's powered, so it won't do anything. But this would be the reds, the reds, the reds, and the blues, blues, and blues. Okie dokie. That's not doing anything because it needs production. Okay. A fluid burning furnace. Huh. I don't know what's useful. Armour might be useful, I guess. Right. So this isn't all hooked up, obviously. Because competence. Right, but you need... oh no, you need iron gears, but you need tin plate. You also need tin plate and basic circuits. And you need tin plate. Okay, so all of them need tin plate. How much tin plate does this number of machines need? In terms of belts... oops. So it's a belt of tin plate, basically. And some circuit boards. This doesn't need steel, then. Is it this one that needs steel? That one needs steel. Okay. Iron. So, we probably need a feed of tin plate from somewhere. And we need some basic circuit boards. So then what? Oh, that's the... okay. Okay. How long are these? Not long enough. Okay. So if I was to have the tin... in fact, let's do it the other way around. So if this was the tin... tin! Do I dare put that so close? Yeah, go on then. So this is going to be the tin. Just on the bus somewhere. I can work out which is flipping which is tin. But this one then needs basic circuit boards. Bing bong bing. As well. So I'd quite like to start messing around with armoured railway. Let's do more electric poles, I guess. It gets confusing because there's so many upgrades. We don't really have a goal. And I can't just stick them in and, you know, stack them up because I've not done it properly. Yeah, so you need steel and bronze. Steel and bronze, but basics. Steel and bronze. And then we get into this whole cobalt malarkey. Right. Because what I'm wondering is I could sneak up a lane here, but it's just a mess at this end, isn't it? So how about... because we'd need basic circuit boards, advanced circuit boards, or, you know, the simpler one and the advanced one. Is that as far as that'll go? That's as far as that'll go. So you could have the basic ones here, and you need the advanced ones there. So those two could be there. How are we doing on my solar build? Oh, it's all done. Okay. What does power look like then? So steam engines are still kicking in during the day, aren't they? Every so often. Okay, so let's add a bit more in. Let's not do that bit. Just thinking if I sort of stick in extras there. Will that reach? Not quite. So we put that there and that there. And that should cover it all. So hopefully that'll give us enough power to be able to run purely on solar during the day. Where are we going? So this is... So it's this one we want, isn't it? The first one. Bing bong bing. I think I'll just do them in order. I don't say I don't know I need anything. So it seems to be a lot of buffs that, or upgrades that, I'm sure they're great when you know, when you're doing some enormous base. Or they save you a lot of effort and stuff, but for me, right now, it's just more stuff to make. Why is that not lined up? Because I've not lined it up properly. Should be there. Okay. Let's find the next one. So would it be there? Yeah. Okay. And then bing bong bing. Cold coffee, delicious. Wasn't I going to half belt that with something? Because this needs something else, doesn't it? Well, they need bronze and steel gear wheels. So it'd be better if this was on the outside, wouldn't it? Because since we're feeding in mostly weird, different stuff on the other side. Oh well. Oh well, lesson learned. Or, lesson noted. As I say, I have not got a clue what... Is this tin plate or is that tin plate? Bing bong bing. Is that a tin plate? No, that's silver. Tin plate is the same, but sort of... So I think that's tin plate. Okay. It would make sense for it to be an early one, because or a one further to the left. So I need to set the recipes really on a lot of these, other logistics things. I mean, I could get rid of trains, couldn't I guess? Don't really need trains now. Right now, rather. Oh. Put the belt up. Immediately fills his... Wait, so was that tin? Yeah, it is tin. What the heck did I do there? Okay, so hopefully that's tin. Should I start turning some of this on? Because we're getting into the territory where I don't actually know what stuff is, so difficult to know if I've hooked it up properly. Let's get a bit of symmetry on the game. Actually, could I move that? Could move that maybe. Fluid burning, whatever I call it. Personal Roboport modules. I mean, I've not even made a module, let alone I had the need for a personal Roboport module. Yeah, no. Just means that I can put the power poles kind of in the same place. Not that they're connected to anything. Now. Why is nothing coming through? Oh, that's still a ghost. So do that one. So it's picking up all of them. That's good. They're going into there. That's good. Right, we're going to have to set some logic on these though. So connect basic belts less than say 500, and then that less than 100. That less than 200. What did I do? Because that's a request for 100. That's a request for 200. 200. I put this wrong, didn't I? So that should be 400. I think I put. Yeah, 400. Okay, so just the next one, I guess. Right. So yellow belts is less than. This is what we're mostly going to be working with, so we'll set that quite high, but we know there's a load in the system. Less than, say, 400. And yellows less than 800. That's quite high numbers, aren't they? Just make it 200 and 400, I think. Maybe set that to 2000. Okay. So, let's preemptively do these. Bing bong bing. Red less than, we'll just have a couple of hundred. And 50. And boop. 100. So what I would normally carry around, basically. And then we'll just set this up. Just a stack. A stack. Blue out. A stack. Yeah, we know those are to come. Right. It's made all of those, so looks like we're roughly there, but we need steel and brass basically. So how much brass do we need? 3/4 of a belt of brass and 1.25. Wow, of steel. Crikey. Let's just sort of copy this up, I think. 1, 2, 3, 5. Have I run out of... I thought I had. Medium machines. Okay, but this wants to be steel. Steel gears. Why have I got so many? It's not bother with them. Okay. And snake that around. Past there. There. And bing boop bing. Well, there we go. So this is steel, isn't it? And you need steel gear wheels, not steel as such. And what do you need? You need bronze as well. Bronze. Because I don't think we've got bronze on the bus, have we? Bronze. Copper and tin. No. And is it just bronze? Yeah, it's just bronze, isn't it? No. Not sort of bronze gears or anything. No, okay. Because we can have the... Because we can use these funky inserted behaviours, so we can pick up from there. To give us more options. And then we can have bronze. I'm assuming these are just buffs, basically. You know, they're not really like giving us much. Oh, much over and above. Huh. Where would that come out? So it come out there. So I guess if it was there, so if the bronze was here, let's put it on that side, and it could output further over. Bing bong bing. Like that. So I need some bronze production here then. So we're getting to this cobalt issue. And I've not got aluminium, I don't think, have I? How do I tell? How do I tell? Because what's that? That's alumina powder. Yeah, I've not converted alumina powder into aluminium. So I just literally couldn't do any blue belts, which is fine. But we can have a little bit of bronze production here. And then maybe I'll have to, you know, augment it. What do I make a bronze in? I make a bronze in electric metal mixing. So, bing bong bing. We need two things coming in, don't we? Which would be better on that side. And then this is the bronze here. But we have to actually, yeah, we have to set the recipes on these. So, wait, that's confused me. Input, output, output. No, wrong way around. So that needs to be... No. That one's the long one. Yes. Okay. So these would produce 0.083. And what... Oops. What will we actually need? 0.75. So quite a lot more than what we've got. Oops. Okay. 14 short. Wow. Okay. I don't want to put 14 in. Don't really even want to put 8 in. That's 12. Right. Because this needs to be this double. This needs to be tin. And oops. Let's put that there, say. So we know tin is this one over here. Bing bong bing. Just going to dump them out of my inventory. Yes, we know that's tin. Tin. But it also needs copper. I think. Let's just wait for that to run through. Oops. We're grabbing one of them. Shall I just fill this in? I'm sure there's a poor bot that's now lost a job. Oh, it's because it's quite slow, isn't it? Okay, so that's bronze. Now, do you start running? Bing, bong, bing. Just going to sort of chug through all of these because obviously we're getting into the module research stuff. But you know, it does the same thing as in the base game, where it gives you stuff like the level 3 boiler, and you know, I mean that's level 2 chemical plants, and we've had several levels of pump jacks, and we're not even used the first one yet. So all you should be... Oh, you've not got steel gear wheels. Why not? Oh, because I never hooked this up to steel, did I? Steel being here. Oh. No, wrong one. That one there. Okay. So if these get steel gear wheels, as they've been insisting they need, then we're going to start working. Because you've got your bronze. So we'll just have to feed some extra lines in there as well. And you're just waiting on steel gear wheels, steel gear wheels. Awesome. Bing bong bing. I've had the last 2 days off of work. It's not like official time off in lieu, which has me a bit worried. My boss is a bit all over the place. He's not really consistent on getting me to do things officially and unofficially, but been days off. But they're not. I've had a horrendous couple of weeks, to be honest with you, working. And I'm having time off in lieu, for those days, or for the last couple of weeks, but not yet. So the ones I've got right now, are from way back when I worked way over, my working hours. So yeah, these aren't going to do anything because there's no requests because they're being made over here. So I could go and start killing some things off over there. In fact, I probably need to. So that this will kick back into gear properly. But we could also potentially use some active providers to force the stuff out as well. Excuse me. Right, so we don't want any more of these being manufactured at all, please. And we want... Do we have active providers? I said that like we do. No, we don't, do we? We could just pick it up and rely on the bots to do the business. So that's them. Get rid of the inserters first. Oops. Where did it go? You said you can't insert it, so where have you put it? Don't know where that one went. Oh well. Just wondering if there's anything else I can chop out. Yep. Right, so we'll call that kind of done. Let's try and not destroy all of our stuff. Okay. See how we're using absolutely all of our iron to fill the queue. Because, I say, that's not really what we want to happen, but there we go. Yeah, so they'll filter that in. So we've got the requesters. It's all golden. Awesome. And they fulfilled my red request as well. Cool. No. I'm going to do that. Cool. Okay. Right. Let's see. First off, let's kind of sort this out, but... So that was... belts. The next sort of simple one would be, or you know, next basic one. Why is that blurry? That icon is blurry for some reason. Maybe there's just not a high-res version of it? That's weird. But yes, so we need to do a similar sort of idea for these. And what I'm wondering is, can I just steal these gears? Because we're paying to redo all that, really. It's incredibly similar recipes looking at it. Which ones do I actually want is the thing. Because I could just handcraft things like filter inserters. You know, so then we're left with... you know, only sort of a few. Let's see. Bing bong bing. So that's all requires the module stuff. So let's just kick into the rest of it. There's just so many researches. It's kind of bonkers. And we will run out eventually, but you know, there's just dozens of them. Right, so if we say... oh, there's some damage happening there. Oh dear. Oh, I've disconnected the power, didn't I? The gun should have taken care of it, but... yeah, look, it's used up a lot of the guns. Gun food, rather. Might need to pop up there and sort that out. The plasma is just like so effective. Like OP type level of effectiveness. What next? No. Yeah, so I'm wondering if I like increase this now that we're making red belt more consistently. Might be able to use these, you know. I could just carry them up rather than split them off. Just keep it going and use it on red belt. But you know, I need to boost up the iron production. Anyway, point is to try and line this up. So this is where it'd be there. So that would be the sort of edge. So, if we were to make inserters, how does that line up with that gears? Yeah, so if the gears were coming up there, and then I'm thinking, what? Because this is brass here, and these require, sorry, bronze. And then you require fast stack is also the same. So we could do blue there, and fast stack could be there. That makes sense. And then that could be express stack. Bing bong bing. So that goes into there, goes into there. Like that maybe? So we, well, I don't care about that though, do I? Oh, I do. But if I had another one there. Bing bong bing. Third of a machine down. So, perfectly balanced. Okay. In which case, why do I need that to be like that? Oops. Just do that, I guess, can't I? And then we can have hopping over as needed. Bing bong bing. Iron plate, gear wheels. Bronze. That might be tricky to work around, but... Do you need iron gear wheels? You don't, do you? So, why don't I move this to there? Because we can move the electronic gear wheels this way. And they also need... Oh, come on. It's because they're bringing them from all the way over... all the way over yonder. But these need basic boards. Oh, I've done it again. Basic boards, but you're brass. Steel gear wheels, steel gear wheels, steel gear wheels. And is steel gear wheels here? No, steel gear wheels is here. So that's steel gear wheels. But you need basic boards. An iron plate. Well, we'll get a new feed of iron plate. But they're basic boards. Can I bring them down the side there? Maybe we put it on the other side then. Bing bong bing. I think we just split this. And then we have a new squeeze that in there. Probably doesn't make sense maths-wise, but I'll do. So that's just iron plate, so we can connect that up. Bing bong bing. Should stop doing that. I imagine that's a bit annoying. Right. No. Okay. Iron plate. Are you filling these in or what, bots? Lazy. Just plain lazy. Is less than, say, 500. Filter on that. So you need to be fast. Fast is less than 100. You need to be fast stack. And connect fast stack less than 50. Oh, this is more fast though, isn't it? So I think I need to direct wire them rather than... Because we're giving them multiple options and one chest could be full and the other empty. And they won't work. Have I not got any wires? Oh, I have. Okay. So this needs to be a direct wire. That needs to be a direct wire. And I want to get rid of that. And have that be fast less than, say, 50 in that box. Cool. Fast stack. Express stack. Express stack less than 50. Express less than 50. Now we want the filter on there. Got the filter on there already. Okay. And you don't need anything from there, do you? No. Oil processing 2. I wonder if an oil refinery... I guess it isn't extra recipes, it's just a quicker one, I guess. Right. Let's hook this up and see what happens. They're running, and they're running. This one is not, because it hasn't got anything, so it needs all sorts of things. That's too far up, isn't it? Bronze, basics, and steel gear wheels. So I wonder if I just half lane these, because it's brass and gear wheels, you know, brass and gear wheels, brass and gear wheels, and then it's just different circuits for them, which I have to get in another way, but we can work with that. Yeah, so we'll just half lane this, because we've got both of them here. Like that. Biggity party boo. See what I mean? We've only just done air compressor 2. And we can already do air compressor 3, so it's like, you know. And we're just gonna rattle through the same 3 things. Yeah, 4 things, I guess, because it's barreling pump. Not that I'm doing any barreling. So you need aluminium. So that's all the different things again, isn't it? And what we really need here is basic electronic components for those 2. And here goes. You see, this is not. Yeah, so I need to put... We need to go and stop that production and force them in here and what have you. But what's it need? It needs basic electronic components here and here. And that doesn't need anything else other than fast inserters. Okay. So we've got them here. If I just do a leapfrog like that, put a power pole there, then we can do a right turn and a long one. So we just need this to be these guys. If we can get the belt the right way around, of course. We should start making them, so long as we need to go and switch off the production. And then this needs the things that we're not making. So, I mean, it's the blue circuit boards, so we could go and get them. Do these need blue circuit boards at all? That one does. So it feels like I could really rearrange this and sort of get it to work much more efficiently, but it's fine. Right. And then we'll do the next one of them. Train's coming. Oops. Okay, so, in skirters. We could just check these as well. There may well be other things in the chests. Because there's a load of chests up here as well. What we got? No, got filters. Ah, so some basic belts. Ah, them. And so they sort of feed back into the system. Oh, you're going to take them over there, are you? Right, why are you doing that? Is this filled? Oh, it's only requesting 400, isn't it? Okay. That's fine. We'll go and increase the request. I mean, now that machines are gone, we can just slap these up to... oh. That's not very high, is it? Bring me all of the things. Wow, it made a lot of them. Was that the one I just left running by accident? Looks like it probably was, wasn't it? Why are you making them? Maybe it doesn't count if it's a requester? Because these are green as well. That one isn't there. Number of basic splitters. Not sure about that. Not sure what I set that on. Was it 500? 400. Yeah, so hopefully they'll pull them in. What about our inserters? How are we doing? Are we making things? Fast inserters. Cool. Fast stack inserters. Awesome. Have I not got a request for fast stacks then? Oh, it's set to 0. That's fine. Cool. Right, so what next? I mean, what I should really have done first, I guess, is make some of the basics, so we could make them in here. But if we stop putting these in chests and stuff, because we're not making iron pipes for thing. I mean, we are back at the original place, but you know, we could put some. Didn't put any lights on either, did I? You know, put a little chest for these. Sort of say if there's nitinol. I'll knit in your all. That and put that on there. I was kind of expecting it to grind to a halt at some point, because as I say, we're only feeding in like a tiny amount. Mech foot, mech knee, mech hip. Is that what it calls the Spidertron in this thing? Right, so what was I doing? Connecting that up and saying, don't fill me up if there's less than 200 of them. There's an attack going on. It's literally just when they're wandering over. Because I think this is a new colonisation. So they're slowly sort of creeping down. But as they just wander around, I get hit by the thing. But yeah, so like iron pipe, because there's all the gears and pipes and stuff. Oh, cracky, look at all this stuff we've done. Titanium, that's all the bonding stuff. We've got titanium, ceramic, modular armour. Power armour! Am I wearing modular armour? I am. So I'd need electronic circuit boards. Where do they live? In here. For which I need integrated electronics. I know what a radar 3 cover it range is. Anyway. Yeah, we got all these pipes basically. But, you know, what we kind of need to make is the basic one. Because we always need that. But I think these are mostly, they're used in other things. So let's have a look. So something like the level 2 requires steel pipes. You know, that's plastic pipe. And so I'm thinking maybe we just have a production area for them. It's like these intermediate ones. I'm wondering if I bought them. I could do it the first time I use them. Bing bong bing. There's just infinite researches. It's nuts. You know, so the first time I make cobalt steel gear wheels, I'll put them in, you know, a chest sort of thing. But it doesn't get around the fact that we need some iron pipes going into the system. I wonder what difference those are then. Medium. Can I make one? No, because I've not got any brass plates. Excuse me. Yeah, feels like we need to sort of go back to here. Because we've got the blue... So, just even in order to finish this off, you know, we got the blue circuits, but we obviously don't have aluminium or the cobalt stuff, and this is the same up here. Yeah, so we got the blue circuits, but not the other two. So if we go and maybe look at aluminium, they're still emptying these out. Get that moving onto the bus. Yeah, okay. Just going to have a look at what aluminium's all about. But it's nice to actually make something with the bus. It's just nothing. There you go. There's another classic one. You know, I can make Repair Pack 3. I mean, I should have been doing the research as I go, I guess. But because I've spent so long sort of train coming, setting all the bus up, I think I've passed the point where a bus is useful. I'm not sure this idea was good either anyway, because it's sort of, you know, huge amount of production. I'm going past it, aren't I? Let's loop back then. This seems quite slow. I don't know if that's just... It is slow. Or there's still something not properly hooked up. Are you all able to run? You're not getting circuit boards. Why are you not getting circuit boards? Because you're not getting phenolic builds. Because you're running out of wood. Which we kinda knew. Because we need insane amounts of wood. But we should be using the better recipe. Is the real problem there. I don't know why I've gone up here, but I have. Yeah, we need loads more wood, but... Where was this alumina production? Let's just park up. And then I'm not trying to both drive and work out where anything is. So, this is alumina powder? Yeah. Okay, so, to make so I've got alumina powder, but to make it into aluminium plate, in fact, it's weird that it uses aluminium and alumina. Okay, so the only thing we can make by the looks of things is okay. So we need carbon. Okay. Well, we got carbon now. Yeah. So I can bring carbon this way. Okay, let's do that then. Oh, they're made in electrolyzers. Okay. We'll do it past this point then. Avoid that. I wonder if I put 3... Because if we bring the carbon down on this side, we can just have it there. And then... Or maybe... Those are the sort of inputty ones. and the output's down the middle. How much room do I want to give myself? Let's do that. Because we can do super reachy inserters now. I think. So does that reach far enough over? Yeah. Oops, other way. So if that's the output, that would need to be there. That would need to be there. So if you do a super reach, just copy you up. So that's our basic unit. How much are we producing here? We are producing one assembler have no rest. Oh, I hit that by accident, didn't I? In theory, it's actually 1.6 transport belts worth, so more than enough. And that's only using 0.063, really. Oh, has it been assigned to network bots? Network bots. So that's only using 0.3. Wow. So should I try using... I don't think I can make them though. No, because only... Well, I can make 2s. Because all I would need is that. Can I make 3? 3s require aluminium, ironically. Okay, so if we get some glass, which is literally just here. Literally just here. Then we can make a bunch of them. I'm going to need more than that, aren't I? That gets me 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So, a load more. That gets me 9 more. Out of glass again. Oh, I've lost count there. Right, so I've only made 1. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 15. Okay, so that gets me as many as I've built here. How much quicker are these? Crafting speed 1.25. Okay. So it's not quite double, but not far off. Okay. Yeah, if we have this... okay. Where do we want to kink it? Because it's got to go down the middle of that thing. Let's do it just before this. But yeah, how many? I don't know how many we're going to need, you see. Because we want to make a belt's worth. But it looked like that will be quite a lot. What we have now, steel. Okay, steel is just over here. Somewhere. I've got my legs on. I've not got my legs on. Steel, steel, steel. And that gets us another 13. So that's that. Short steel again, or is it glass? So it's another 10. Oops. Okay. Doo-ba-doo-ba-doo. What are we making? Bronze pipes, okay. Is that all red ones? I think it is now. So, how are we doing? Half a belt. Okay. Right. So, we need basically double this. It's a problem doing all this out of order and then sort of adding them in, because shouldn't really be doing this much replacement, but there you go. Do, 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 do. And then aluminium. I think that's wrong, isn't it? Because that one needs to go. Like that. Then get rid of that. Oh. Okay. Can't really do that one though, can I? I'll have to go and do some of that because it's out of the row. Well, actually, let's just pop another one in. Another couple in. Instead. Cool, so that'll sort itself all out. How many of these have I got? Slash do we need? I'm making 5 more. Looks like we need 6 more though. So let's do another one. Which luckily is exactly how many we can make. Right. So we need to connect the power up. Boop. Put a light or 3 on. I didn't check how we were doing with power, did I? Okay, so during the day we are running on solar. That's good. Except not. Looks like I'm still spiking it past what it can do. So, I suppose that's still. Oh, it is. I don't want that one though. We copy that. What does that look like? If we do that and that. Why can't I overlap them? Something like that. Okay. So it looks like they're all in. We can add this on here. And now we need the carbon, which is here. I wonder what that's meant to be. Let's just do that for the time being. So this needs to be the carbon here. I wonder if they do use carbon in aluminium manufacture. I know it's electrolyzed. Right, offshoot there. So there'll need to be a lot of belt upgrading to really handle a lot of this, but it's fine. Right, so in theory we might get some aluminium. Let's make sure it works and I've not messed up any connections or anything. Let's also check down here and see how far off we are. That's all in production range now, so hopefully it should happen. Ow, no wonder it's not coming through. Belt's the wrong way around. What silly person did that? Right, so, I mean the other one we need is the cobalt. So should we go and make that? Because it could be an excellent way to burn off this sulfuric acid. I wonder what that plastic is being used in. Is it the blue science or something? Oh, it's science has stopped. Okay. I think it's blue science uses that, doesn't it? No. Must be in the blue circuits, maybe? Anyway, oh, we're getting topped up, are we? Okay. Ah! Aluminum, no. Awesome. Okay, let us think about how we're going to do cobalt then. So the only way we get cobalt, by the looks of things, is from copper, carbon and limestone and hydrogen. Wasn't hydrogen one of the things I'm making over here? Yeah, so hydrogen is being made over here. And I'm just dumping it? I'm just dumping it. Okay. So we don't have carbon, technically. But can't we make carbon? So So we can make it from coal, but we can make coal from wood, which is slightly bizarre, but because what you actually make carbon out of wood, you don't make. I mean, but we also have a coal patch there. So how does that work then? So if we're trying to make cobalt, because that needs sulfuric acid, and we've got the limes. We haven't got limestone. Where do we get limestone? I think that's just from rock? Stone, yeah. Because I haven't got stone patches part of the... I haven't got very many stone patches at all. I can't just stack up some expensive buff, can I? Or I could do things like rocket fuel and... Advanced research. Oh, that gets us all the alien stuff. Okay, let's do that then. No, I can't do another lab. So it looks like you can make... Anyway, let's just do that one then. Oh, there's some stone now. Because what I'm thinking is having a train that loads on coal, copper and stone. Because I think I've already tapped one stone here somewhere. Yeah, that one. And we have got fairly meaty patch there, so it's a relatively easy extension. So it loads copper, coal and stone on. I don't think they're used in those ratios, but we could adjust the contents so that it basically brings in copper. We can make it into carbon, we can make it into limestone. We've already got hydrogen down here. And that gives us more copper, which is useful, you know. Anyway, we could send that here. Can have, you know, have the lanes there. Yeah, okay. Let's go and mess about with that then. What are you bringing me? Steel. Yeah, we're a long way beyond where I can manufacture to. Yeah, let's go and have we did the main goal of getting some stuff made on the bus, so it didn't feel like a complete waste of time. There is very little wood coming through, isn't there? Okay. I don't suppose that's a use for this stuff, is it? Nitrate. Because don't we have... what have we built there? Lab 2. Okay. What does the fertiliser use? Nitric acid and ammonia. Nitrogen dioxide, hydrogen peroxide. Hey, nitric oxide. Yeah. Be nice to have a research that didn't finish instantaneously. So, nitric acid uses nitrogen dioxide, which is made from nitric oxide, which is made from ammonia. Isn't the... And ammonia is made from nitrogen and hydrogen. Where the heck do I get nitrogen from then? Oh, it's just compressed out of the air. Dang. I was hoping that might be a use for this stuff. There's got to be some other recipe that I'm just not understanding. Why have you not put that chest in there? But yeah, we could convert this all over to sulfuric acid production. I'll just do that for the time being. And I think actually the sulfur I can turn into... I think that's still the same, but... Because we can make it from sulfur. We would need hydrogen peroxide. We can make sulfur dioxide with sulfur and oxygen. And how do we make hydrogen peroxide? Just out of hydrogen and oxygen, which we got loads of. So we can convert all of this to sulfuric acid that we already made. Okay. So what? So what do I make cobalt out of? Because if we aim to have cobalt like here, that's probably a horrendously bad idea, but let's go with it for now. Cobalt is made in lithium cobalt. Blimey. Is made in an electrical chemical furnace. Have I got any of them? Yes. Okay. So how many of these? So if this was cobalt, how many is that? Oh. All good? All good. How many is that? So that's only half a belt. Do we want more? Oh, it's not even quite half a belt, is it? .6 of a belt. .8 of a belt. A belt. Okay. Come on, bots, hurry up. Crikey. So, it then also needs cobalt dioxide. Is that going to make any difference if I do it like that? No, I think I would need to have that going, you know, further away with a undie. But it needs the cobalt oxide. And it needs a belt of that. Bing bong bing. So if that's here somewhere, how do we make that then? That cobalt copper plate recipe, that's electric chemical furnaces as well. Okay. But this is where we get into randomised territory, don't we? Because we could get 1, we could get 3. We don't know. But we would also get copper. 3, 6, 9, 12. 4 times the volume. Wowza. So, I think we need space anyway, because I think that if we put the sulfuric acid here. Where the heck did you come from? You know, if we connect this here, basically, just make it a little bit easier pipe-wise. I'm out of juice, aren't I? Because that's horrendous. No, let's not do that. We can have this anywhere we want, really. Now that we've got super long inserters and stuff. Pump jack 3. Haven't made pump jack 2 yet. And then put the belt going up that way, except the right way around. And then we'll just copy that in. Over the top. Okay. So, if we're doing that recipe, we need 4 inputs, one of which is a fluid. Got 3 there. Is it ratio in any way? So it got 7 copper ore. So we should have a dedicated copper ore coming in. We're probably going to have to break this up into multiples, but... So dedicated copper ore coming in. And then the other one's on another line. They're probably going to be better off going that way, aren't they? And then this is the cobalt coming out. Or, well, whichever. Because we're going to get loads more copper plate. Potentially have, now we've got the super long ones. So if this is... I think I need to move all of this up, but... to give me some working room. So I'm thinking basically train... bringing these in. And then this needs to be the... because it's 4-to-1, isn't it? So the recipe... oh no, it's 7 to... well, if the carbon and the limestone are on one lane... then you need like 3 lanes of copper. Yeah, it's going to get a bit weird. And how long does it take? There are more bots? Wow. The heck does that do? Radio thermoelectric generator. Oh right, so that's like a nuclear thing. Oh, okay. Is that a better version? Because that seems to be the same. Ammoniated brine. Ah, ammonium chloride. Oh no. We still don't seem to have any use for sodium hydroxide. Sodium carbonate, sodium cobaltate. Never heard of that. Sodium hydroxide just seems to be this thing that... sodium bicarbonate then. Sodium hydroxide out of brine. Oh look, we're not far off doing space science. Or having researched space science anyway. calcium chloride. So what do you do with all your sodium hydroxide? Anyway, let's have that one. Okay, so if this is... So I'm thinking we're going to have like multiple parallel versions of this. Because what does the calculator do then? 0.192. So what does it say if you just do one machine? 0.048. But it's more like a random chance one, isn't it? Hmm. So I'm not sure that it is too late because it's saying, you know, almost a lane sort of thing. But I don't think it is. But I don't know what it's doing maths-wise. So what do you reckon? See, it says 1.2 lanes of copper. But it could just take the lowest number, I guess, maybe? So it could be half as much again, which would be 2 lanes of copper. And that 0.971, we know that that's okay, because it is 7 coming in. So, how much does 4? So if that's 0.97, okay, so that would be too many of them anyway. So that's a lane basically of copper being used up. We'll have to see. I think it's maybe an experimental one. But you know, in theory, we might end up with, say, another one of those in parallel. So I'm thinking I try and feed the oxygen in like this. Oops. So do it like that. If we get these on like this, bing bong bing. Character bodies. Oh, this is the whole making copies of yourself thing, isn't it? Or making, yeah, different classes of things. Let's do some ones I sort of recognise and sound useful. There's so much in this. I wonder if it was sensible to do all of Bob's mods rather than just, you know, I should have maybe done a couple of them. But yeah, in theory, this could, so the cobalt could be, you know, sort of that one. So if I underground it, I think I'll just turn the bots off. Underground that. So, because well, let's just leave it there because we know that that's a mixed lane for one of them. I'd say maybe there's a need to go up there. In which case, because if that was like that. Like that. So if that's, say, a copper, how do I get the other one up? Box myself in a bit there, haven't I? So let's do it that way. So that's the splitter for the mixed lane. And then that one just goes up. And then that's that one there. That one just goes up. But we'll disconnect all that side of things. Because we may not need that, we may do, I don't know. And then if we just have the cobalt be the nice and simple, can't do it there, can I? It needs to be at the bottom. Otherwise those other machines can't grab. Like that. Don't know how I'm getting the rest of the copper out, I guess. I mean, this can all go if we're turning it all into... you know, what do we call it? Back into acid. Yeah. So the coppers can just go straight down towards the bus. So it feels like it's going to be like a randomised thing, but maybe it's a bit more certain than that. I don't know. So yeah, these are the sort of coppers coming down. And we can just balance them together. That needs to be one of them, I guess. In theory, that's also the same. Okay. So this needs outputs as well. I guess these need to be filters, don't they? So this would filter to cobalt oxide, and then this is the copper. In fact, it's probably easier if I do that. And then just copy that one over there. And this one needs to go further. And that one needs to go even further. So there. And there. Did I not, how many of those did I make then? Not enough. Oh, there's no bots, are there? That's a bit untidy. Why have I done it like that? Okay, and then we can copy that across. But oops, I have them offset on the inside. Bingity bongity bing. Okay. So if I copy all of that, oops. So I need loads of filters, don't I? It's not got the pipes on. Why has it not got the pipes on? Oh! What the heck have I done there? Put that in the wrong place. That should be there. Oh, and I've not set these up properly, have I? So it actually needs to be taken from there and from there. And then I need to copy that to there. Put them in. Now I can copy it. There we go. There we go. How are the bots doing? We could get them. In fact, actually, let's turn them back off. I'll put as much belt in as I can because I've not got a lot left, but do that bit. Yeah, well, jeez, keep it in. Oh, it's 8:30. Crikey. There's no output for that cobalt, is there? And I've not done that right either. Okay. Not a very sort of general chatty. That should actually be today. It's a bit tired. Say I've done a lot of work this last couple of weeks. Oh, that's an actual blueprint. Didn't know you could do that. What else? Let's just do that one. Because that's 250, so it might take a while. So yeah, I've been a bit tired, so not really done anything to commentate on the game, but I suppose it's worth mentioning again that this so this will be the last weekend of sort of regular streams for a little while. Next week I'm going to WASD, and thankfully for me, and also for the workers themselves, the train strikes appear to be over for the time being, which means, because unfortunately strikes have been called on 2 of the days that I was going to this gaming convention. So it's going to cause, and it's a 3-day thing, so, and I'm travelling up each day, so it's going to be more than a little inconvenient. However, so there's been cancelled. I did read a thing that said that even if strikes were cancelled, it would still all be disrupted because of how they do the timetabling. Can I just build 2 of them? But that seems to be rubbish. I don't know what the hell that was talking about, because electric chemical furnaces. Wow, this is getting confusing, isn't it? Electric furnace. Electric furnace. Should it not be here somewhere? There we go. But yeah, it seems to have been rubbish. So, you know, they've been saying that it's fine. Effectively, there's no problem with, you know, the normal timetable will be running. So I will be going to WASD, which means I will not be streaming next weekend. If you're watching this on the VODs, I've actually spread them out a bit, so they'll be alternating Tuesdays and Thursdays. The weekend after that, it is Easter. And I think I've decided I'm not going to stream then either. At all. If I do stream, it'll be something different, so I might take the opportunity. Well, I don't think I can. I was thinking maybe I could do the Anno stream then, but it doesn't look like that would work. Because the so what difference does that make then? So the saltwater electricity gives you sodium 125, 20. I guess brine must be an output of something. Salt and 10 water. Salt and 10 water. Outputs exactly the same amount. I don't see why that's beneficial. No, just stump me that. So we're out of basically everything now. We could do the... Let's get the bots, see if they'll fill in the filters. But yeah, so this will be the last of the kind of... Oh, I've got loads of regular pipe. I didn't think I had any. Anyway. Last of the sort of regular streams for a while. Next 2 weekends, certainly, you know, with WASD and Easter, I'm not going to stream at all. If I do a extra stream, it would have been the Anno beauty thing with the update, but I don't think that launches till after Easter, from what I can tell. So that'll have to be after. I do have more holiday coming up. I've got like almost infinite holiday. I'll put the splitter in to remind me what I'm doing. But it's not connected. That's the output one, isn't it? So I'll probably do it as a special thing when it's, let's say, close to my birthday, basically. I think I will just get all of this into as few chests as I can. Right, where's the positioning? So if this was a proper one, it'd be that one. Yeah, so I can stick it all in a sort of chest here without too many issues. Why have you put it in there? Always good to have the capacity bonus. Whoops. So yeah, feels like we need this to be, you know, a bunch of balancers to turn it into whatever, 4 or 6 lanes or what have you. Okay. Let's get rid of all of this. I don't see much point having them there. I can't remember whether I worked out, because it was like this one. I'll just chuck a bunch in, but it's like one does it all basically, I think, because it's like way more efficient or productive or whatever correct phrasing would be. Okay, so that's that. That's the acid. Is it this one that needs acid? Or this one? That one needs acid. Okay. So actually, don't really need it in the pipes. We might need some sort of storage, I guess. Have I got any pumps? So you're ready to do the business with that. Okay, so I need to hook up the actual, you know, whatever I'm doing basically. I'm assuming I'm going to do some sort of train. Already got that out, haven't I? Right, so junction here. What do we think? Straight bit. It's quite close, isn't it? So I think maybe put a curve there instead. And then a station here. Only it's not going to be a 1-for-1. All these lovely gems. Or is it? I mean, it might be worth it having two. Let's have a look at the recipe again. How do you make hydrazine then? More ammonia. No. What we're talking about. So, yeah, so copper. Oh, thought that might take a little longer, that one. You're nice and expensive. Because it's 1 for limestone and carbon, but 7 for copper. So it'd make, and the carbon from coal, would it be in there? No. Coal. Wait, what? Where is it? Oh, there we go. You get 2 carbon out of 1 coal. So it's only half a coal. That's a very efficient recipe then, isn't it? I've lost it. So it's half a coal, and limestone is 1:1, isn't it? Yeah. 1 limestone and 1 carbon dioxide. So we need 1 coal, half a coal, 1 stone, and 7 copper, which suggests half a carriage, and say 2 carriages but filtered. So if we effectively load it on in the same ratios, actually let's not do that. So if it won't let me do that properly though, will it? No, because they get misaligned, you see. I could just have it not unloading at the end. That's fine. Have we got a station? We've got a station. So, this would be, if we just call it cobalt unload or something like that. That stuff. It isn't, but... Oh, I got rid of the trains, didn't I? That'll teach me for being all efficient and stuff. So yeah, I'm going to have to head back anyway, but it's sort of getting to the point where be ending anyway, so work out if there's anything else we do. We could hook up the... Why are you not building that bit? We could build the... Yes, so effectively we have 3 lanes coming down. Oh, well, maybe 2 just for the time being, but yeah, we need a production then for carbon. Or do I put that over here? It's a bit more out of the way then, isn't it? And it's made in a electric chemical. So if we just hand make one of them. Electric chemical. And then limestone is made in what? Limestone is made in a chemical plant. Okay. So yeah, I'm thinking we could put it on this side maybe. So this makes limestone from the stone and vents out the carbon dioxide. And it also makes the carbon. So I need water over here, which is not too far away. And then it all comes out the train with the copper ore. Oh, well, we process it and send it down. Yeah, maybe that actually goes that side rather than what I've got at the moment. Okay. We also need... Oh, that's annoying that doesn't reach. Okay. We also need hydrogen, I think. Which we know we've got down here. So if we put Chank in, so that we can apply some logic. Why don't I build one of these? Where are they? There we go. Oh look, we can obviously do... I guess they... Oh, there we go. Yeah, holds more, doesn't it? Oh, seems like a pointless thing, but there you go. So, pump. And pump. Can I move that? There we go. Bit of logic. So, only switch on if this tank in the wrong place. Hydrogen gets higher, 10,000, then vent it. Otherwise, let's have it go this way, please. Oh. Can I make some more of them? Okay. Okay. So, let's head back. There's my car. Yes, so I have to pick this up next time, as it's almost end of the stream. So glad we did actually make something on the bus. It's sort of, we're now actually making science on it, and we're actually making stuff, which is good. This is all done. That's excellent. I'm going to have to widen it though. Did loads more. Okay. Pop that on. Bring me all of the things. I could also build a storage area, couldn't I? I didn't think about that. I could build a little... whereabouts? Maybe... here? 1, 2, 3, 4. And then... yeah, whatever. Yes, so, we'll let them bring... Do I need more than that? I mean, they're rushing over. Oh, rocket fuel. Oh, that gets you Covarex, does it? That's interesting. So many researches. What am I? If you say that's 1... So I'm over a third, I guess, of the way through. It's bonkers. Multi-purpose furnace. Coal liquefaction. Oh, there's turbo inserters as well, are there? Oh, and there's one more. Oh, stack version, okay. See, a lot of it's just, you know, a next version up, a next version up, a next version up, a next version up, which is fine, but you know, like all of this, that's all just buffs, or you know, new versions, so plasma bullets and you know, shotgun plasma bullets, plasma rockets, artillery shell armors, the range ones, but you know, these aren't new as such. They're just you know, different effects and you know, more powerful versions, sort of thing, which is fine. But do I need it all to heavy Spidertron? Oh yeah, so it calls them mech parts. Looks like it's got like double the number of launchers, and it fires them out at 800% speed. Although I suppose it's only 4 times as much because it's 200 there. Equipment grid 10 by 6, storage 80. Storage 100, 10 by 10. So it's just a better Spidertron, isn't it? Yeah, a lot of it's, as I say, just sort of better versions of stuff. So if we look at, say, space science, and paused this, I was doing this because I was thinking they'd be bringing me stuff in the meantime, but they aren't, are they? So yeah, not that many researches, and we could do space science and then call it a day then. Heat shielding research. So there's got to be something that uses the ammonium, what should we call it? The sodium, whatever. Yes, so next time, whenever that is, certainly won't be next week or the week after, we will pick up with the, whatever it's called, Cobalt. So I'm going to add a tag on. Hopefully that'll remember me. Help me remember. And then we can start building the blue stuff. And we've got more options for upgrading then, which I think is going to be quite useful. And then we can continue to build this out and add what we need as we go, because we also need tungsten now, I think, was it? I didn't add the aluminium on, but we'll do that at the same time. So yeah, so that'll be the job next. I say there won't be a stream next. Ooh, look, weird green glow. There won't be a stream next weekend, as I say, or the weekend afterwards. But this is my usual schedule. So I stream Factorio at 6 o'clock on a Saturday, and Dyson Sphere program on a Sunday. Tomorrow's Dyson Sphere program will go ahead. That'll just be my last of my regular streams for a couple of weeks. I did a little bit of work, basically upgrading or adding things to some of the planets, so there's a bit more of the basic production done. I haven't decided what we're actually going to focus on. We need to get green cubes, really, and then get warping so that we can get across to this other system that I want to exploit, so that we can get copper. Because we're not out of copper, and it would be quite a while before we were, but that'll be the next thing that goes. So it would also be useful to grab like sulfuric acid from this, sulfuric acid plant. Be nice to mess about with the lava power generators, that sort of thing. So that is the sort of theory for tomorrow at the usual time of 3 o'clock. So I guess the only other thing, I usually just plug my YouTube channel. If you're watching the stream or are just curious, you can find all of the VODs for this series and all my other series over on my YouTube channel. So yeah, so if you have been watching, I hope you've enjoyed it, and you might consider coming back for another one. I've been Trismegistus. This has been Factorio. Thanks for watching. Cheers.